There's power in being alone, man. There's a ton of power in it. A lot of power in being alone. It helps you grow. It helps you reach that next level in your life. Helps you understand yourself better. It helps you become the best version of yourself. It helps you love yourself. A lot of people are afraid of being alone because they're scared of missing out. They're just scared of not being around this person or the big group. They're scared. They don't want to be alone. But what if I told you that being alone and practicing solitude is one of the best things you can do in your life? It's one of the best things you can do to grow in life. It's one of the best things you can embrace is being alone and practicing solitude. And being alone does not mean you're lonely. Being alone and loneliness is two totally different things. Loneliness is feeling disconnected and longing for social interaction. But being alone and, choosing to be alone and practicing solitude is choosing to be by yourself for self-reflection, for self-growth, to learn to love yourself, to learn to be there for yourself. When you learn to love yourself, when you learn to be there for yourself, and when nobody else is there, you feel like you don't need anybody. You're not, out there begging somebody to be there for you. You got yourself. You love yourself. It's time to be alone. It's time to spend some time alone and learn to love yourself and learn to be there for you. It's time to grow to the best version of yourself. It's time to reflect on your life and the things that's holding you back. It's time to build new habits. It's time to learn to love yourself right now. It's time to spend time alone. There's a lot of people that struggle with being alone, and that's just, like I said, it's a fear of being alone. It's a fear of, being alone with their thoughts. There's a constant need for external validation. There's dependence on social media and distractions. Like, those are three things that people struggle with when they're alone. Those are three things that why people don't want to be alone. People scroll endlessly on their phones just to feel like they're with somebody, just to feel like they're in somebody else's lives. But like I've said before, like, you don't need those people. Those people don't matter. This is your life. You need to do what is best for you in your life. You don't need that external validation. You don't need to be scared to be alone, because being alone is going to help you grow. Being alone is going to help you find you. It's going to help you love you. It's going to help you be there for you. It's going to help you become the best version of you just by, spending some time alone and spending time with your thoughts, spending time by yourself. That silence when you're alone is exactly what you need. If you're stressed out, you need silence. If you're anxious, you need silence to just think and try to figure out your thoughts. Try to figure out why you're feeling this way. Try to figure out your emotions, your feelings. There's power in being alone. And the biggest one is you discover who you really are. There's no outside influence. It's just you. It's just you sitting there with yourself, trying to learn yourself, trying to figure out who you are, trying to figure out the things you like, trying to figure out the things you love. You're learning how to love yourself. That you take that time to reflect on your goals, your values, your plans in life. When you're alone, you're not pretending for anyone. Just being yourself. That's what helps you grow. That's what helps you, become the best version of yourself. You're learning the things you like to do. You're learning the things you love. You're learning your goals, your values, and you're making a plan to go reach them goals. Nobody else is there influencing you. It's just you. It's what you want. It's what you need in life. You need to be alone to do that. You need to spend some time alone to figure out these things. And you develop a huge mental strength. Like, if you're mentally strong already, you're going to be even more mentally strong. You learn to enjoy your own company. You become less dependent on others for happiness. You become less dependent on outside sources for happiness. You don't need them external things when you have yourself. Like I said, like, if you learn to be happy with yourself, if you learn to love yourself, if you learn to just be there for you, you don't need them outside things to make you happy. You're already making yourself happy. You're already loving yourself. You're already being there for yourself. So you don't feel like you need somebody else to do that for you. If you got yourself, then you're going to be okay 9 times out of 10, I promise you. You just got to be there for yourself. You got to put the time in with yourself. You got to put the effort in with yourself. You got to spend time alone. And you become more productive and creative. When you're not feeding into these distractions or these outside sources, these external, things in life. You're developing a deeper thinking and creativity with yourself. Because you're there with yourself. You have no distractions. So what are you going to do? You're going to develop a more creative mind. You're going to develop a deeper thinking with things. So most of the great thinkers in our time, in this world, the biggest inventors, Albert Einstein, they spent a lot of time in solitude, learning their self, sitting there with their thoughts. And that's how they became creative. Like, the people who spend time alone the most are the most creative people. You see, like, artists. You don't never see artists out on the street. You don't never see artists in social media. I'm talking about, like, painter artists, not music artists. But you don't never see these people outside. They're spending time with themselves, and that unleashes their creativity. That unleashes their deep thinking. Maybe you have to try that. If you're not as creative, Maybe just try spending time alone and see if that helps, see if that does anything. And you build stronger relationships when you spend time alone. Like I said, there's power in being alone. When you're secure in yourself, when you know yourself, when you love yourself, when you're there for yourself, you attract healthy relationships. Because it's two people who are loving themselves and they come to love each other. They're going to attract. You're going to attract healthy relationships when you love yourself, when you're there for yourself. People outside of you see that. People outside of you see that you're happy without the external things. You attract these healthy relationships. You stop tolerating these toxic friendships, these disrespectful people in your life, because you got yourself. You don't need them. If they're not helping you, you see that. When you spend time with yourself, if you see somebody that's not helping you, you got to get rid of them. They got to go, because they're not doing nothing but holding you back, being toxic, being disrespectful. When you love yourself, you don't need these people. When you're there for yourself, you don't need these people. So spend time alone and learn to love yourself, learn to be there for yourself, and attract these healthy relationships. It's only going to help you be stronger with your connections, be stronger in your relationships, just by spending time alone. Like, it might sound crazy, but it's true. Like, I promise you, it's true. Being alone helps you clear your mental clutter. It does. You're just sitting there with your thoughts, you're thinking, no distractions, anything, just sitting with yourself. It's going to help you clear that mental clutter that you have built up right now. I promise you it is. You're going to start making decisions that are best for you, because you know what you want, you know what you need, you know where you want to be in life. So you're going to start making decisions that are best for you. You're not going to make a decision because of any outside source, any external source. All the decisions you make are just going to be for you, for what you need, for where you want to be in life. And that's what you want. You want to make the right decisions for you, to help you grow, to help you be in the places where you want to be. You got to make the right decisions for you, and spending time alone is going to help you do that. It's going to help you gather all your thoughts, all your feelings, all your emotions, and make the best decision for you in every situation, in every aspect of life. And there's ways you can practice solitude. And the best one is just embracing silence. Sit in your room for 10 to 30 minutes when you wake up and just sit there, think. Try to figure out your thoughts, try to figure out your feelings, try to figure out your emotions. Just spend 10 to 30 minutes just sitting there daily without no distractions. Just sitting there. It's basically meditation. Just sitting there with your thoughts, close your eyes, just sit in silence. Learn your thoughts, learn yourself. Learn the things you love, learn the things you want to do in life. Reflect on your goals, reflect on how you're getting to your goals. Like, that could be a lot. Just spend 10 to 30 minutes every day just sitting in silence with yourself and see how much that does for you. Like I said before, journal your thoughts. At the end of the day, end of the week, journal. How close have you gotten to your goals? What have you done this week to get closer to your goals? What have you done this week to better yourself? What have you done this week to be there for yourself? Stuff like that. Journaling does a lot for you. It helps you empty your mental clutter too. Like, journaling helps you get all your feelings out on a piece of paper without having to tell somebody else. You don't got to tell everybody else your business, because you're just writing on paper. You're reflecting with yourself. You're spending time with yourself. You're learning your feelings. You're learning your emotions throughout the day or throughout the week. Journaling does a lot for you. I promise you. I journal every day now. Journaling helps me, get out all my thoughts and my emotions. It helps me get out all my feelings without having to tell somebody else. I'm just writing on paper. A piece of paper and a pen can do a lot for you. I promise you. Start journaling out your thoughts. Start journaling out the way you feel throughout the day. How your day was, stuff like that. And like I also said this before too, like, take solo trips, go on solo dates. Travel alone to build confidence and self-awareness. Being outside by yourself and being alone, it helps you build confidence. I promise you. You're outside by yourself on a solo trip, on a solo date, you're going to be confident. Like, you don't need anybody else around you. It's just you. You're sitting there with yourself. You're learning yourself. You're learning the things you like to do. You're learning the things you love to do. You're learning your favorite restaurants, your favorite foods, your favorite hobbies, just by going out and doing things on your own. And you're building confidence while doing that too. Like, taking solo dates, taking solo trips is nothing but beneficial for you, to help you grow, to help you be the best version of yourself. So go out there and do some things solo sometimes. Go eat at your favorite restaurant by yourself 1 or 2 times. Go to the movies by yourself 1 time. Just try it out. I promise you it's going to help you grow. As somebody who's shy myself, like, I'm scared to go out by myself, but I've done it a couple of times, and I can say that it's helping me build confidence. I don't have confidence outside when I'm trying to talk to people, because I have social anxiety, like, real bad. But going out by yourself, it helped me build my confidence when talking to other people. if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's just helped me build confidence. Like it helps me kind of ease my social anxiety a little bit because I'm out there by myself. I'm not relying on, anybody else to talk to this person for me or talk to this waiter for me. I'm doing it myself. I'm building confidence in myself. And you can do that too if you just take them solo trips and go on them solo dates, go to a restaurant, go to the movies, whatever that may be. You can do anything out here by yourself. Being alone isn't something to fear. Something you should embrace. It's something you should practice on a daily basis. Just spending time alone. The more time you spend with yourself, the stronger you become, the more aware you become, the more loving, the more caring. The more you know yourself, the more you love yourself, the more you do things for yourself, the more you make decisions for yourself, just from spending time alone. I struggled with spending time alone at first. I struggled with being alone at first. I struggled enjoying my own company at first. But after practicing this and after doing this and after spending a lot amount of time alone, just with my thoughts and just learning the things I like to do, things I love, like I like being alone now. I'd rather be alone than go out party now. Like I'd rather just be with myself. I enjoy my company. I'm more confident. And you can be this way too. You don't gotta be scared to be alone. Solitude is something you should embrace. Solitude is something that's gonna help you grow. So just spend time alone. There's power in being alone. Trust me. That'll be all for this video, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you have not subbed up yet, go hit that sub button. We're on the road to 150 subs. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next one.